Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the second contest of the day, and it's between Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. We are live from the Chhatrapati Shah Stadium at Kolhapur. This is the final group fixture of these two teams. We have had a few changes. Out of them, the captain of Madhya Pradesh has a new personnel in Rishabh Kumar Rajak, wherein we have Suresh Kumar Dhrau leading the lines for Chhattisgarh. Here's the starting 11 for Madhya Pradesh. Shivang Hormade, Atharva Basuraj, Mayank Rathore, Ashutosh Malviya, Maru Hashmi, Ishan Sahi, Lal Repang, Aniket Karode, Rishabh Rekwa, Rishabh Kumar, Sajal Thapa. And the subs are Akash Ghingat, Suvash Kanojia, Ajay Purvia, Vishwa Pratap Singh, Shivam Vishwakarma, Danish Khan, Pratik Nair, Dipendra Sisodia, Samarth Minocha, Mirza Uvaid Raza, Hitendra Singh. Wherein for Chhattisgarh, we have Gotiwara Rohan, Shashwat Dikshit, Suresh Kumar, Abhijit Pramanik, Hafizur Rahman, Ujit Singh, B. Gaurav, Ajit, Somnath Das, Abhishek Kunjam, Abhay Kumar. And the subs are Baldev, Ashim, Balsai, Amit, Mohammad Ayan, Prakash Gupta, Bamia Sama, Deepak Bagh, Aniket Moore, Mohammad Munda, Amrish Shah. We have Chhattisgarh on the right, wherein Madhya Pradesh on the left. And it is Chhattisgarh who gets us underway. Short passes. Chhattisgarh just trying to make some inroads early in the game. Keeps the possession, loses of it. Mistake in the center. Madhya Pradesh has the ball in their favor. Goes for a long ranger. Flies over. With Madhya Pradesh now. Or rather with Chhattisgarh. The ball stays with Chhattisgarh. Attempts to use the left wing. Does a decent dribble. Sends it across. Straight in the arms of the Madhya Pradesh goalkeeper Shivang Harmade. Chhattisgarh managed to win the ball back. A decent back flick. A poor pass at the end of the day. Back with Chhattisgarh, however, because Madhya Pradesh presented with an equally poor brand of football and goes out of play. Chhattisgarh touch it shot. Tries to use the wing. Decent pass, decent 1-2. Lets one fly, but a rudderless effort at the end of it. And it goes out for a goal kick in favor of Madhya Pradesh. A long ball attempted by Chhattisgarh, chested down by Madhya Pradesh. By Madhya Pradesh and chested down by Chhattisgarh. And Chhattisgarh now has the ball with them. Pulls up a bit of a dummy in the central midfield. And then tries to pass it at the far right. With a foul on him by the Madhya Pradesh player, forcing him to get his shot out. A free kick now in favor of Chhattisgarh. They've got their guards up, hoping maybe they can price something out. They'll start with a slow and short pass. And then comes the cross in from the left, an opportunity for Chhattisgarh, and he rattles the woodwork. The best chance of the day coming early for Chhattisgarh, but unable to utilize it. Almost point blank range, and yet all he managed to find was the woodwork. A goal kick now in favor of Madhya Pradesh. Once again, Chhattisgarh has managed to win the ball back. Madhya Pradesh repels it, but has given it back to Chhattisgarh. Another long-range effort and drags it wide. Chhattisgarh attempting to find a way forward through short passes. At the moment, they haven't been successful. Rather, Madhya Pradesh has tried to find their way forward through short passes, but they have lacked direction and they have lacked sting. Now the throw in for Chhattisgarh. Does a brilliant 1-2, but eventually deposits the ball at Madhya Pradesh's feet. A chance here for Madhya Pradesh. It's back with Chhattisgarh now. The ball falls back for Madhya Pradesh. Takes another long ranger. Straight into the arms of the Chhattisgarh goalkeeper here. Kotiwala Rohan. He rolls it to the left. Opportunity. It stays with Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh right now. Chhattisgarh has an opportunity. They manage to snatch the ball away, but Madhya Pradesh does a decent job of winning the possession again. And it eventually rolls out of play. A throw in here for Chhattisgarh. Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Is playing out right now a game that hasn't got much of sting. Both the sides haven't had pretty decent outings in terms of the group table. Madhya Pradesh being shown the ground multiple times. Chhattisgarh on the last day did a decent job keeping West Bengal in check for a certain point in time before West Bengal chose to show them their true attacking intent in salvo and walked away with the bragging rights. A bit of a tumble all around the field. First, a Chhattisgarh player was tumbling, and then a Madhya Pradesh player was tumbling. It was all tumbles, nothing more than that. 10 minutes have elapsed. Still 0-0. Madhya Pradesh tries to switch a ball forward, but to no avail. Chhattisgarh has won the ball back. An inconsequential affair in the group stage fixtures. Both the sides pretty much know what their position are going to be at the end of this game. Madhya Pradesh especially. They've had a damning Santosh Trophy affair in the ongoing edition. Great chance, tries to flip it in with a bit of acrobatics, but couldn't reach the ball, and it goes out for a goal kick. An attempt by Madhya Pradesh, but eventually taken care of by Chhattisgarh. Here's a chance for Chhattisgarh, but a very poor execution and a decent piece of defending from Madhya Pradesh, allowing Chhattisgarh to take a free kick, or rather to take a corner. Apologies. A short corner taken. An attempt to find that first post, but was not on target. So goal kick for Madhya Pradesh. 13 minutes and it's still all square at the Chhatrapati Shah Stadium in Kolhapur. Madhya Pradesh still hoping to find a concrete effort on goal, wherein Chhattisgarh, despite coming close on a couple of occasions, have been denied. Another long-range effort. The goalkeeper making a save, diving to his left. An opportunity, but the ball flies out for another corner here. Another opportunity for Chhattisgarh to try and converge upon the goal. Another short corner taken. Another chance from the left. Couldn't connect with Olet on the shot, and the ball falls back at the feet of Madhya Pradesh. Chhattisgarh trying to attempt something from the left now. Stitches forward a pass and eventually returns at the feet of Madhya Pradesh. Despite the aggression shown by Chhattisgarh, they have been pretty profligate. They've squandered away the opportunity quite a few times, and whatever they have found in their repertoire, it's based on more of opportunities that would have needed a lot more excellence. A brilliant cross from the left, an attempt for a shot on goal, but all he could do was just gift it into the safe arms of the goalkeeper. Madhya Pradesh struggling to break free at the moment. Chhattisgarh on the move again. A bit of a chase between the defender and the attacker, and eventually the defender shows the acumen of passing the ball back to the goalkeeper, who clears away the lines. Another long ball launched. Another opportunity. A long range effort. A good save there from the Madhya Pradesh goalkeeper. Madhya Pradesh try and steer it. But not too much avail at the end of it. It's back with Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh tries to find that left wing and operate from that. Sends in a cross. A very obtuse cross at the end of it. That wouldn't have given them a better shot at goal, and that was well repelled away. By Madhya Pradesh. A long free kick comes in. Goalkeeper comes out of his line and collects. The ball has spilled up. The defender clearing it away from the line, and eventually the flag going up. I believe a penalty has been given, but we'll try and confirm here about what has happened. The referee is in a quick word with the linesman. And a goal kick has been given, so not a penalty. The goalkeeper is down, so most likely he took a knock while trying to clear the ball. Madhya Pradesh will definitely be having, or rather breathing a sigh of reprieve. Medical help being given over. A free kick being given to to Madhya Pradesh. They were fortunate that they didn't concede a penalty. For a moment, it felt as if the referee may hand it over a penalty, but the linesman intervened and had a word with the referee, assisting him in his decision. A good run from Madhya Pradesh. Takes a shot and finds the back of the net. The opening goal of the day for Madhya Pradesh. A decent run and a fine finish. Sent the goalkeeper the other way and comfortably found the far post, catapulting Madhya Pradesh to a lead in the 23rd minute. It was Zishan Shahi with the finish for Madhya Pradesh. And as the tradition of the tournament has been, Chhattisgarh, despite all the huff and puff, finds themselves behind once again. The referee quickly awarding a free kick here. Ball's back in Chhattisgarh's favour. Madhya Pradesh a lot more alert and vigilant. Sends in another long ball. Once again, Madhya Pradesh defenders intervene and their goalkeeper charges out of the line to collect it comfortably. An opportunity here, but it's now going to be a corner here. Acknowledgement from Madhya Pradesh. Citing the fact that it was a good ball. It was a bit too overhit, forcing Chhattisgarh to trade it away for a corner. Short corner taken by Madhya Pradesh. Chhattisgarh trying to stall it away and eventually gives a throw in. A long throw comes in. It still stays with Madhya Pradesh. Another low shot and it goes out for a goal kick. Madhya Pradesh not really willing to give the ball away. So they are taking it, they are snatching it from the feet of Chhattisgarh. Madhya Pradesh with another chance. A shot on half turn, but couldn't control his balance and eventually ended up popping it out. Ball's back with Madhya Pradesh. Does a decent job of keeping it in their control and stitch a few passes, but now they've handed it over to Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh tries to play a 1-2 and take a shot on the half volley, but taking a half volley from that range was almost next to impossible. Half volleys are most effective when you're taking them from inside the box. But first of all, the ball didn't really bobble up to a comfortable elevation that could have gifted them the required leeway for the shot. A yellow card here to Madhya Pradesh. A free kick in favor of Chhattisgarh from a decent position. An opportunity for them to try and price out a significant lead. Here's the confirmation. Raikwar was given the yellow card. Chhattisgarh floats it in. Madhya Pradesh takes care of it. Substitution happening for Madhya Pradesh here. They are bringing in Vishwa Pratap Singh Bhati in place of Lalrilakmang Langamba. Chhattisgarh still has the ball at their favor, sends in from that left. The goalkeeper comes forcing out of his goal, and eventually he had a head-on collision with one of the Chhattisgarh players, and the referee instantly blowing the whistle, giving away a free kick.
Give a fuck.
It's good to see that the goalkeeper's back up on his feet. The ball's back with Chhattisgarh now. There was another foul. The referee having a quick word there. It's good to see that the Madhya Pradesh defender was alert of what exactly happened and lifted his counterpart. A quick race between the Madhya Pradesh captain and the Chhattisgarh defender, and eventually, despite the race being won by Chhattisgarh, they have gifted away the possession to Madhya Pradesh. A chance here, the goalkeeper completely misjudges the line, but Madhya Pradesh failing to capitalize, and eventually they ends up packing a powerful punch at the scrimmage of Madhya Pradesh, or rather Chhattisgarh feet, waiting to greet them in their own half. It was a decent 1-2, and the Chhattisgarh player took a knock. The referee quickly rushing over to him and awarding a free kick in favor of Chhattisgarh from a pretty decent position. Now the free kick comes floating in. Chhattisgarh had a brilliant opportunity to equalize, but Madhya Pradesh somehow manages to keep the ball afloat. Chhattisgarh, despite all the while coming so close, they have remained yet so far. The goalkeeper of Madhya Pradesh is down again. 35 minutes on the clock. Madhya Pradesh still has a 1-0 lead. There's going to be a lot of stoppage time added to this first half with the kind of stoppages and the kind of knocks, especially the Madhya Pradesh goalkeeper has sustained. A free kick now in favor of Chhattisgarh. Again, a dangerous position to have a free kick in. A few moments back, the ball was returned from the goal line. Floats in a brilliant ball, but evades all the Chhattisgarh heads and lands at the feet of Madhya Pradesh. This is a chance for Madhya Pradesh to break, an opportunity that they'll try and use. For a brief moment, it felt as if the goalkeeper will be off his line, or rather, will be off the line of the ball, but he had things under control. Chhattisgarh has an excellent opportunity, sends in a brilliant cross from the left. Poor goalkeeping this time, but Chhattisgarh fails to capitalize. Madhya Pradesh on the move with an inside cut. Cross comes in from the right, but denied by Chhattisgarh. Another cross comes floating in and eventually headed away for a corner by Chhattisgarh. Here's an opportunity. Sends in a brilliant cross from the right, or rather from the left, straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Chhattisgarh desperate now to keep the ball away, but they are giving away the possession too cheaply. The ball stays with Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh ends up fouling them in a pretty dangerous position. An opportunity for Madhya Pradesh to double their lead. It's good to see that the players are back on their feet. Free kick now in favor of Madhya Pradesh. They have 4 players on the ball, including their captain. A couple of false starts and then a false shot without any possible head and tail. Eventually, launching it a million miles away. Chhattisgarh has a golden opportunity. Trying to create a chance from the left, does a decent job. He stays on his foot, and eventually, the profligate nature of Chhattisgarh in this game continues to thrive, and they keep on squandering away one opportunity after the other. All the attack, all the salvo, all the gung ho at the end of it will not count if you do not find the back of the net. It's a corner, and eventually the goal has come. The equalizer arrives for Chhattisgarh through the corner, floats that in, and headed into the top left corner. The goalkeeper simply staring at his defenders, oblivious of what needed to be done. Chhattisgarh will definitely be elated at the fact that they are back in the game. They'll now try and find an outlet. Ball square, it is Chhatrapati Shahu Kolhapur. Chhattisgarh has started coming forward again, and now they have a corner for themselves. Short corner. Cross comes in from the left, right, but this time the Madhya Pradesh goalkeeper outleaping his markers and eventually collecting the ball. Madhya Pradesh does a brilliant job of winning the ball back. Now trying to create something from the left. Here's a confirmation. Vijit Singh Markham finding the back of the net for Chhattisgarh. Madhya Pradesh trying to use the left wing, but only will have to be content with the corner. The corner floats in, headed clear by Chhattisgarh. Now Chhattisgarh is on the move. A decent piece of defending here from Madhya Pradesh. Eventually gives away a throw but manages to halt the momentum in play.
Added time 5 minutes.
5 minutes have been added on. Ball's back with Chhattisgarh. Sends it to the left. Sends it across left. Denied. Madhya Pradesh showing some fancy footwork on the right, but will not be able to go forward because Chhattisgarh trades it away for a throw-in. Eventually, Madhya Pradesh did manage to get the ball, but couldn't keep it in control. It's now a goal kick in favor of Chhattisgarh. Balls back with Chhattisgarh. Creates a brilliant pass. But before he could control the ball, he was already out of the bounds. Fine piece of footwork there from the Madhya Pradesh captain for the match, of course. But Madhya Pradesh couldn't control the ball. It goes out for a throw. 2 minutes of this first half of the extra time of the first half has already elapsed. This has been a pretty open game, to be honest. The ball lingering in the midfield and eventually going out in favor, or rather as a throw in favor of Chhattisgarh now. The referee eventually giving away a free kick in favor of Madhya Pradesh. A long free kick taken. But Chhattisgarh cuts it short and starts driving forward. But Madhya Pradesh intercepts, stitches the ball at the far right. A shot overpowered. So it's Chhattisgarh now. In a run from the right. The goalkeeper came out. That was a bit unnecessary. I believe it was a follow through, not intentional, but as a goalkeeper, you'll have to control your follow through because that can lead to a card. And that too in the dying embers of the first half. A warning from the referee here. It was absolutely foolish from the goalkeeper. A needless follow through, and it was just completely, it caught the player unaware. And that's the end of the first half. It's all square at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium in Kolhapur. Madhya Pradesh 1, Chhattisgarh 1.
मध्यंतरापर्यंत सामना एक एक असा बरोबरीत आहे. आज दुपारच्या सत्रामध्ये ठीक 3:30 वाजता वेस्ट बेंगॉल विरुद्ध
Here's the official
बांगलादेश
scoreline of the first half.
या दरम्यान सामना होणार आहे.
Madhya Pradesh 1, Chhattisgarh 1. Ishan Shahi scored in the 23rd minute. Ujit Singh Markram scored in the 42nd minute. Here are the stats: 52% ball possession for Madhya Pradesh, 48 for Chhattisgarh, 5 shots for Madhya Pradesh, 11 for Chhattisgarh, 2 on target for Madhya Pradesh, 6 on target for Chhattisgarh, 3 corners for Madhya Pradesh, 4 for Chhattisgarh, 5 fouls by Madhya Pradesh, 2 fouls by Chhattisgarh, 1 yellow card for Madhya Pradesh, and that's pretty much it. These stats were powered to you by SportsKPI, the official broadcasting partner of Hero 76 NFC Santosh Trophy. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll shortly return with the second half of the contest.
कोचला सांग की जरा क्लिअर सोड म्हणावं. कारण तिथनं जराच आले त्या लागते फायदा होणार त्यांचा फायदा होणार रिक्षा बरी आहे रिक्षावर हा भाई अरे त्याच्या गोकुली कॉलेजला अजून काय फक्त एंट्री करायला तुला असं वळवून यायला लागते वाटते हो 10-15 रुपये लागतील उद्या नाही परवा दुपारनं आपलं काय वाटत नाही रे आमचं थांबणार आहे बघ आता आता अशा पुढच्या पिढीत टाका पाहिजे आणि टाका पाहिजे त्या पदाने सातारा त्या आता आपल्या लोकल पोरांनी देणार नाही नाही हे बघा खूप करायचं दम हे कुठं आहे तिथे खूप नका हे घे कुठे गेला दोन ते माझ्या सासऱ्या अजून एक पाहिजे जरा खूप आणि ते कॅमेरा टिकून नाव
Substitution by Chhattisgarh team. Jersey number 13 in, jersey number 8 out.
Team, come on! स्टार्ट करो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं मेरा सिग्नल हाँ मेरा सिग्नल
We are back for the second half of the game. And Madhya Pradesh kickstarts things in the second half. A bit of a shimmy there from Chhattisgarh out in their own half. The substitution has happened for Chhattisgarh. Number 13 came in when jersey number 8 went out. Here's an opportunity, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. And the corner comes floating in. Chhattisgarh heads away to safety. Madhya Pradesh now on the move, continues to prance their way into the opposition half, but eventually very boldly defended by Chhattisgarh. Now the ball's back at the feet of Chhattisgarh. Here's an opportunity for Madhya Pradesh, trying to find his way from the left. Chhattisgarh manages to intercept it, sends it across towards that far left. Could have been a danger, but then Madhya Pradesh, once again, doing a decent work in the defense, but not a pretty decent one. But then Madhya Pradesh eventually does manage to win the ball and trade it away for a throw-in. A throw-in now in favor of Chhattisgarh. Quickly getting the ball into the central channel. Passes it on to the right. Looking for an opportunity. Madhya Pradesh pulls up a pretty decent job here. A bit of a tussle onto that right wing. Chance for Chhattisgarh. They're coming closer and closer. They've managed to find the equalizer later. Here's a chance, but the flag was already up, so that would not count, despite the opportunity coming close. Now here's what Madhya Pradesh can do. They can go for that free kick. The goalkeeper eventually will be the one to going for that free kick, sends it downtown, and it eventually goes out of bounds for a throw in here. There's an opportunity for Madhya Pradesh now. An encounter that will not be consequential to the fate of the group stages, but yet nonetheless, this will do a world of good to the mindset, to the spirits, to the upcoming posterity if both the sides, now Chhattisgarh really darting forward from that left. Bit of a shimmy there, lets one fly, and a brilliant save from the goalkeeper, putting in a staunch dive and eventually trading it away with conviction. That was another tantalizing effort, sizzling from the feet of Chhattisgarh. And what a staunch defensive move there. Or rather, what a staunch goalkeeping, we would rather say. But in the process of landing, he must have taken a knock. Most likely it's his knee, because when you're flying that high, when you're defying gravity, things like these can keep on happening. I mean, it's something very ordinary, but yet that landing needs to be picture perfect. An inch here and an inch there, and it can lead to some significant worries for you. But nevertheless, what matters is that you manage to keep the ball away. The citadel remains intact. Despite securing an early lead, Madhya Pradesh was unable to sustain it. Chhattisgarh coming back in the game strongly and now calling the shots, even though they have failed to find the back of the net. But they have done their share of the job. Some decent goalkeeping from Gotiwala Rohan, or rather, sorry, from Shivang has allowed Madhya Pradesh to stay afloat, but only time shall reveal that what will be the fate of the game, because in games like these where it's very tightly knit and where you have to see or witness the possible fates and furies of two teams who will have very minimal impact on the points table, but at the end of it all they'll like to stay afloat, they'll like to battle, they'll like to dish out an impeccable masterclass that would etch their names in history, if not for the tournament, but definitely for this game. Here's the goal scorer for Chhattisgarh, Rajit Singh Mark. I'm just trying to find out a footing. Sends it across, and eventually that goes away for another corner. Another opportunity for Chhattisgarh to try and find the lead. They've managed to square it all off. Do they have it in them now to get their noses ahead? Sends in a brilliant corner. The goalkeeper charging out of his line and eventually collecting it comfortably. Decent goalkeeping, showing sense of awareness and vigilance there. The ball's back with Madhya Pradesh. They'll have to show a lot more intent, a lot more positivity, a lot more attitude, a lot more hunger if they are willing to put their best foot forward. Because the fact, so initially what happens in games of football, like if you have a lead and you end up conceding it, it's even a lot more difficult to go ahead and fight all the way from getting 0-0. So 0-0 is a different gravy altogether, and 1-1 is a different gravy altogether. Because in case of 0-0, there you're starting, everything is square, and the momentum keeps on oscillating between you and your counterpart. But when it comes to 1-all, and if it's you who's taken the lead, eventually if you end up conceding it, the momentum as well shuffles away to your opposition. So you need to have nerves of steel, you need to have a will of metal to go ahead and strike back into the opposition area to terrorize your counterparts. And then that's what football is. But the harsh reality is, at the end of it all, the one who has these nerves, the one who has the will to prove themselves, are definitely the ones who are going to stand the test of time, who are going to stand the incessant heat that they will be subjected against. And a cross comes in from the left, a brilliant opportunity for Chhattisgarh, but couldn't find the back of the net. They're definitely onto it. We saw Abhay Kumar Yadav trying to send it back in, cut it back in for another player, but the ball was already going away from him, and by the time he could get a touch, it was already out of play. So, despite a decent piece of run, Chhattisgarh is not able to show the kind of incision that you need to crack open the Madhya Pradesh defense. It has been a good sight so far in this game. Madhya Pradesh definitely has fought all their way until now. They haven't really let the proceedings of the group table phase them in this game. They've shown a decent class of football. They've shown a will. They've shown the seeds of future. The question is, what happens from here? Now, only time shall reveal the answer, but at least in this game, there's a lot of time remaining, and both the teams will have to figure out, will have to find their signature style of football that can bring them back, that can allow them to get their noses ahead. Football is a very unpredictable game, and you've got to be on your toes always. Here's a long ball, but this time it won't really be reaching the player at the far right. And Chhattisgarh now has the ball at their feet. They have a chance to dart forward as well. And that's a lovely ball onto that left wing. Sends in a brilliant cross, an opportunity. Denied by the goalkeeper. This is some phenomenal goalkeeping here. Darting out of his line, Shivang Hormade. He's been a man of terrific mettle despite the fact he's not received proper help from his defenders. He's definitely come up to the task. A much brighter future awaits this young lad. What a game, what a tournament he's had so far. There are times when, despite all this brilliance, all these beauty of football that you stitch for moments, for jiffies, there are times when you still have to end up in the losing side, because at the end of the day, football is a team game, and no matter how well you play, no matter how big of a one-man army you are, at the end of the day, it is the unity that wins. An opportunity again, curling towards the goal, almost found the header for Chhattisgarh, but eventually the story of this game still remains so close yet so far for Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh on to that right wing now. Ajit Singh Murkam, the goal scorer, an opportunity again, but jams it straight at the resolute feet of a Madhya Pradesh defender. Here's an opportunity for Chhattisgarh. Once again, not able to unload that effort. Probably a bit more of drag there would have helped him out, but he wanted to go for a shot from that range. Now, these are very minute game structures, game maneuvers that you need to keep in mind. You have to showcase that panache in yourself. You have to showcase the faith and conviction that you can take the ball a bit too far and yet manage to send in a cross. Here's a chance again for Chhattisgarh. They keep on coming in waves now. Madhya Pradesh has snatched away the ball. Now launches it forward, and it eventually goes into the safe arms of the goalkeeper. The pass to the left. Now the curling cross, and headed away staunchly there by Madhya Pradesh. And they had all the time in the world to clear it away to safety, but they just didn't want to take any risk. It was a decent ball. They were sizzling in towards the goal, but eventually they ended up trading it away for a corner. Another cross comes in. The goalkeeper skip out of the line, and a howler from Shivang Hormade has allowed Chhattisgarh to double their lead. And it is Ujit Singh Markham again to find the back of the net. A phenomenal cross from Abhijit Pramanik. The goalkeeper, completely misjudging the flight of the ball, ended up conceding possession. And the predatory poacher that Ujit Singh Markham is, he sniffs an opportunity, gets out of his bounds, and heads it home as Chhattisgarh has managed to make it 2-1 in their favor, coming back from behind, and now they are in the driver's seat.
जर्सी नंबर 9 उजित सिंह मार्कम या खेळाडूंना हा गोल
They
नकार
kept on knocking on the doors for a while now, and that is what happens. There's a famous maxim in English which says, you hang around the barber shop too long, you're eventually gonna get a haircut. Chhattisgarh kept on barging on the doors. A chance here for Madhya Pradesh. But a phenomenal save from Gotiwala Rohan denying Madhya Pradesh. But they are undaunted, they're undeterred, and they're unwavering in their ambition of finding that equalizer. But does the men in blue have it in them to find that magic potion that helps them to dissolve the impregnable wall that Chhattisgarh right now has in place in their rear guard? That's a story that I will only narrate. The story will unravel ahead of you at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium, wherein 22 warriors are entangled in a war of the ages. I am just a storyteller. I'm just a narrator of what these magical players stitch ahead of them. Is a substitution happening now? They are bringing in Mohammad Ayan to the picture now.
substitution by
And
छत्तीसगढ़
Mohammad Ayan comes in here.
जर्सी नंबर 19 आउट जर्सी नंबर 12
Does it change anything for Chhattisgarh? Mohammad Ayan is more of a holding midfielder in their ranks. There are times, or there is another utility of Mohammad Ayan is that he can actually go forward in attacks. So that will help Chhattisgarh to have more abled and calm heads in their defensive midfield who can hold the play and distribute the ball accordingly. Madhya Pradesh just is on the brink of finding a golden opportunity. That could have been a dangerous mistake by Chhattisgarh, almost ending up conceding possession in their own box. Oh, it could have been absolutely woeful there. All the huff and puff, all the lead, all the momentum that they have in their favor, that would have gone away in the opposition half. Fortunate, however, that Madhya Pradesh couldn't really utilize it. And that was a foul while he was trying to turn. There was a bit of a nip there from the back. allowing Madhya Pradesh to have a free kick going in their way. 1 hour of football has already passed away, and Chhattisgarh has a very slender lead to protect, but they definitely seem like the dominant sides of the two at the moment. But Madhya Pradesh has slowly started calling the shots. They have started taunting the opposition about coming closer and closer and closer. And he has a lovely ball onto the left, but this time he couldn't control it at all. It goes out of play. Gifting a goal kick, or rather gifting the possession to Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh sends it long down that central channel. Bit of a scrappy affair in the midfield at the moment. Both the sides not really showcasing the kind of firepower or urgency that they need to show. Now, it's understandable that Chhattisgarh has a very slender lead now in their repertoire, but what does matter here is how is Chhattisgarh going to go about it. Here's an opportunity, and the post has denied them. And now it's the goal line clearance from Chhattisgarh, or rather from Madhya Pradesh, that denies Chhattisgarh on the move. This could have been goal number 3. The goalkeeper was beaten on both the occasions. The first time it was the woodwork that denied them. The second time it was the defender on the goal line who traded it away for a corner. Chhattisgarh's knocks on the door are getting louder than ever. They feel like peals of doom for Madhya Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh is coming apart at the seams. They managed to keep the ball out of their own goal. But if they're unable to find the back of the net, this won't matter. Because in football, it is the goals that do the ultimate talking. And there's a twin substitution happening here for Madhya Pradesh, as we have Ajay Purvia and Danish Khan coming on.
Two substitutions by Madhya Pradesh. Jersey number 7 in,
We have Rishabh Raikwar
out. Jersey number
will
8
be
in.
going out.
Jersey number 18 out.
And the captain, Rishabh Kumar Rajak, will also be making way for the incoming player. However, right now, let's converge all our attention towards the corner at hand, because that can change the course of the game again. But decent defending from Madhya Pradesh trades it away for a throw right now. Actually, it was a header from Chhattisgarh that was definitely not well connected, and it flew out. There's a confirmation. Ajay Purvia coming in place of Rishabh Kumar. Opportunity again. Sends it to Chhattisgarh. Playing it between themselves. And here was the another substitution. Danish Khan in for Rishabh Raikwar. Here's a long ball coming in for Chhattisgarh. Mohammad Ayan on the ball. But he's given it away. And now here's a chance for Madhya Pradesh again to build from the back. Try and create something significant. But Chhattisgarh does a pretty decent job of winning the ball away. Madhya Pradesh also pretty resilient there, not allowing the ball to get deeper into their half, at least on that attempt, thereby forcing Chhattisgarh into a throw and forcing them to make another opportunity for themselves, create those pockets of spaces. That's a lot more difficult than getting a free flowing ball into their own half. And here's a long ball, but this time the goalkeeper of Madhya Pradesh, Shivang Hormade, will not have any problem whatsoever. Mohammad Ayan on the ball. This is exactly what I was talking about. He can play as the bridge or he can play as the attacking midfielder himself. That allows a more experienced defender. Now this is a good opportunity, a free kick opportunity. Sends in a brilliant free kick. Quite a powerful one indeed, and the goalkeeper coming out of his line to deny him. That needed something special, some significant bit of goalkeeping. Madhya Pradesh are slowly growing in panache and stature. They're coming forward more frequently. And that's a lovely ball onto that left. Oh, that can be a card. Yes, it is a yellow card there. Ujit Singh Markham was absolutely clear on goal while he was trying to take the turn. There was a clipping from the back. That wasn't a very pleasant one. It was an opportunity that came his way, but what eventually fizzled away against him was that he was clear on goal, and definitely if they had to stop him in its natural course of action, it was not possible because he was way ahead of the player. So he took one for the team. And now the free kick comes in, but it took a slight wobble at the end of it. A long ranger comes in, but he skies it. That wasn't decent at all. You've got to be a lot more precise to find your attacking intent. Now this can be dangerous, a chance here! But once again, Chhattisgarh, that first touch, a bit too heavy. And the second touch and the rebound being shot straight at the arms of an alert goalkeeper. Opportunities come deluging there. But not so much avail, and that's a problem. It's a lovely ball onto the left. Plays it forward. Ujit Singh Markham, the man, the tormentor in chief of Madhya Pradesh, took a lot of workload, shuffled between wings like a butterfly, and now he's planning to sting them even harder. A brace from his feet. Well, not from his feet. First one from his feet, and definitely the second one. Or rather, both from his head, actually. That would be the precise term. A brace from his head, and some terrific football, some intense workload being taken. Undoubtedly, he's headed towards being the man of the match. But again, that is for the judges to choose, that is for the referees to decide. Now this time the ball headed clear. A golden opportunity again for Madhya Pradesh to try and ask a question, but the attacker gave up way too early, and that allowed Chhattisgarh to get away with this chance without breaking a sweat. Now here's an opportunity again for Chhattisgarh to try and build from the back. Wanted to go for a cross. Madhya Pradesh showcasing their timing sense now. But poor passing has allowed Chhattisgarh to come forward again. The goalkeeper coming out of his line eventually to clear away the ball to safety. That's some decent goalkeeping from Shivang Hormade. He's had a terrific tournament. Unfortunate, however, that he couldn't really find the required support from his defenders. And at the same time, he's also ended up missing a few chances, like in case of the second goal, that was entirely his error. The ball was supposed to end with him, but he came up and he ended up let it slip through his fingertips. And a confident Ujit Singh Markham, a hungry Ujit Singh Markham, kept his eyes on the ball and eventually headed it into the back of the net. Final 15 minutes of the contest coming up, and these two sides, they've had a great encounter. Chhattisgarh definitely pressing the pedal harder than Madhya Pradesh could have, but it's not that Madhya Pradesh have just sat back and defended. Today has been an entirely different Madhya Pradesh that we have managed to witness. They have come forward in numbers, they have attacked their opposition, they have asked all the right sets of questions. They took the lead as well. Unfortunate, however, that they couldn't hold on to it. Things like these keep on happening. You just have to be willing to, get up and embrace it. That is what eventually matters. And a lovely ball sent from the left. The danger is still not over because the ball keeps on lingering in the opposition half. Here's a quick throw taken. And now Chhattisgarh has the ball back. Sends it forward. A bit of a chase there for Ujit Singh Markham. He's everywhere today. But the goalkeeper has things under control. For he rolls it forward to his own player, who tries to stitch a brilliant 1-2, but that would have needed a bit more precision than the ball had. Oh, that was a wild swing of his leg. That was needless from Abhijit Pramanik. And he also received a booking there. You have to be a bit careful. It's understandable that you're very passionate to get the ball, you're hungry to get the ball. But again, not at the premium expense of a player's safety. Here's a substitution happening for Chhattisgarh now. And we can see Bamya Samad, a regular starter usually in the colors of Madhya Pradesh, or rather for Chhattisgarh. He is going to come on now. He'll have 10 minutes of game time for himself and slightly more. But right now, what Chhattisgarh desperately needs is to stave away this free kick because it seems to be from a pretty dangerous position. And as far as the numbers go, it's Abhay Kumar Yadav who has been substituted. Bamya Samad has come in.
Number 20 out.
A free kick here for Madhya Pradesh. Sends in a looping delivery. The goalkeeper comes out. and eventually staves it away. And the referee quickly blowing his whistle, laying down the law there. And once again, another Madhya Pradesh attacker has fallen down. He needs some help. And they'll have to be a bit more in a hurried state right now. The referee quickly having a word there with the captain of Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh taking their time. Lofts the ball off to the far right corner. A bit of a chase there and eventually clear away for a throw in now. And quick throw now. Taken in. Here's a chance for Chhattisgarh. And it eventually goes out of play. Madhya Pradesh sending the ball forward now, desperately looking for that equalizer. The lead isn't that great. So at any point in time, they can pump a goal back and come back into the game. That's what they will expect to salvage at least a point from this fixture that will give their campaign some sort of shape that they have lacked throughout the tournament. They have been a much matured side in today's game. They have been a lot more developed, a lot more attacking in their outset. Their outlook have been pretty strong and solid, forcing Chhattisgarh to actually defend on all fours as well when they have come forward attacking. And there have been some crucial saves. There have been saves that has happened from the goal line. There are saves that the goalkeeper has pulled off, which were absolutely phenomenal in their stature. So at the end of it all, it's good to see that Madhya Pradesh has also come of age in this fixture, even though this is the last fixture of the group stages of the Maharashtra leg in the Hero 76th NFC Santosh Trophy. Yet kudos to Madhya Pradesh. They have chosen to stand up and fight against the might of Chhattisgarh. Well, they're all set here. Madhya Pradesh sends in a brilliant free kick and an excellent save. Takes one on the volley, but repelled away by the defense. The Rangers still not over. Another one on the volley. Another chance for Chhattisgarh, and they've taken the lead. Oh, it's all happening out here. It's all happening. It's all square. It's Ishan Shahi again. What a phenomenal side volley. Ishan Shahi manages to strap it in front of the goal, takes one on the turn and finds the back of the net. It's 2-all at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium in Kolhapur. What a crackling encounter are we witnessing here? Madhya Pradesh have managed to fight their way back in the game. Chhattisgarh stuck in a rut now. Can they find their way forward? Do they have in it what it takes for them to walk away with the bragging rights? Or does Madhya Pradesh use the newfound momentum in their favor and eventually manages to crackle forward? Another long ball here. We had some interesting, intriguing, fascinating, captivating brand of football unfurling ahead of us. It feels as if Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium is an absolute battlefield, and we have 22 warriors duking out their very best, battling it out in all their glory, and eventually presenting us an absolutely electrifying thriller where it sizzles and crackles, and at the end of it, we have 4 goals in the game, and all four phenomenal finishes. This is Hero NFC 76 Santosh Trophy, the Maharashtra leg, unfurling at its mind boggling best between two teams who are not willing to give away anything to their counterparts without a full fledged fight. And guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This game has a lot more drama to unfurl, a lot of twists yet to take place, a lot of windings flying left, right, and center. And these two teams are right now the heart of all discussions that Maharashtra will be having. May it either be the discussion of creaking bones, rocking the cup of tea with some footballing deliberations, or may it be the youngsters watching this game on the screens, simply wondering that what it takes to showcase such metal, what it takes to showcase such unwavering faith in the fact that they can come back in the game, despite being on the side that has eventually been a lot more busy staving away attacks instead of scoring. Ladies and gentlemen, this is football. This is Indian football. This is Indian football at its thrilling best. Madhya Pradesh will now be hoping to try and find a winner, and so will be Chhattisgarh. Because now these remaining 5 minutes of the regulation time are gonna feel like an eternity of drama, an eternity of thrill, an eternity of challenges. Most importantly, mounting congregations of belief from these two sides that at the end of it all, they can make it too. Ujit Singh Markham chasing his hat trick, but can he find it? Well, that needed some crucial intervention from the Madhya Pradesh defense, and the defense did come knocking. But here's Chhattisgarh on to the right, prancing to their heart's content, hoping to create pockets of spaces. Now from the left, sends in a cross forward, some space ahead of him, but Madhya Pradesh pulls up a pretty decent job of keeping the ball in their favor. It's back forward. Now it's a long chase between the captain of Madhya Pradesh. The Madhya Pradesh, or rather Chhattisgarh's captain, has lost the chase. Madhya Pradesh now has the ball in their favor, but a timely intervention once again, trading it away for a corner. Oh, it's all happening. Yeah, it's all happening in the lush greens of Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium in Kolhapur. And if you have just joined in, let me inform you, what you're now witnessing is an encounter for the ages. It was Madhya Pradesh that took the lead. Chhattisgarh came back through Jeet Singh Murkam and took the lead in their favor, but Madhya Pradesh managed to find that all important equalizer. And now these two teams are fighting for a winner in their favor. Madhya Pradesh unable to keep the ball in their control, eventually conceding a throw into Chhattisgarh. Some last minute shuffles. They say some last minute shuffles for sure. But believe me, ladies and gentlemen, these last minutes of shuffle are the most intriguing, the most captivating and riveting minutes of football in a footballing contest, especially when the score line is all square. Because none of these two teams will like to sit back and defend. They like to come forward on the prowl. They will like to come forward looking for goals. The goalkeeper Quickly passing it on to his right now. Can Chhattisgarh still manage to walk away with the bragging rights? Or can Madhya Pradesh pull off another late twist to foil the plans of Chhattisgarh? Or is it going to be all square at the end of what seemed like a war of eternity between these two sides?
Number 10, move back. Move back. बस 10 yard no.
Sends in another long cross here. A chance again. And Chhattisgarh manages to play it forward. It's Madhya Pradesh rather who managed to play it forward. Chhattisgarh now has the ball at their feet. Madhya Pradesh pressing high. The goalkeeper will have to hurry now because Madhya Pradesh has suddenly come alive and come alive in the most brightest of their colors. Then a brilliant cross, but not for long. Now Chhattisgarh, desperate to find something going their way. They're kind of pegged back at the moment. They don't have much steam in them. It's mainly Madhya Pradesh who's doing the talking right now. Here's another opportunity. Let's one fly! But brilliant piece of save from Shivang Hormade denying Chhattisgarh's advancement.
4 minutes.
4 minutes have been added on to the second half. This 4 minutes are going to stay the most fiery brands of the game that you have ever witnessed between these two sides. Two sides absolutely ravenous to find the back of the net, absolutely ravenous to secure that all important winner. Chhattisgarh trying their best, but it won't really help them. It won't really help their cause here. Madhya Pradesh, however, has started coming out a bit more than they usually were. They're a lot more confident right now that magic can happen. They'll just need to believe in. Oh, what a cross that was! Teasing the player. He almost managed to be at the receiving end of it, but it was slightly short. And here's a long ball onto the left. Quite a chase. Can Chhattisgarh keep it in? No, eventually they cannot keep it in. It's going to be a goal kick now in favor of Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh still coming forward in pursuit of that goal. But Chhattisgarh is right now the better team on the ball. They have the possession for sure. They haven't managed to score. That's something of a problem that they'll need to address. They have been way too profligate. They have come. They have been denied by the post at times. They have been denied by the goalkeeper at times. They have been denied by goal line clearances at times. But they have simply been denied. This can be devastating. Oh my word! The referee says, "Get back up." It's not a foul. It seemed as if he was being objected by a couple of defenders. The referee denied to the same. But nonetheless, it's the referee who's on the field. He'll have a much better understanding. The coach of Chhattisgarh, or the coach of Maharashtra, is absolutely furious now. He thought it was a penalty because the player was objected per se. Because if you look at it from a far post, or if you look at it from the far angle, on the contrary, Chhattisgarh almost came close this time. But Shivang Hormade, he's had a great game except for that second goal. There's another long race. The goalkeeper coming out of his line, almost ending up submitting the possession at the ball, at the feet of Madhya Pradesh. But eventually that has gone away for a goal kick. Final minute of action coming up. Another ball sent from that far left. And it's got out of play now. A throw in favor of Chhattisgarh. A last throw of the dice, if we would call it. Final 24 seconds remaining. 18, 17. They can also do a countdown if you want. But Chhattisgarh, they're a bit too far from the goal. And a goal kick in favor of Madhya Pradesh at the moment. Shivang Verma, they're taking all his time in the world, under no kinds of hurry here. Eventually sends it downtown. And the referee has blown his whistle. That's it. What a phenomenal encounter between these two sides. Ends up in a 2-all draw. An oscillating battle, pulsating from one side to the other. Eventually finishes with the spoils of war shared between these two sides. Chhattisgarh 2, Haryana 2. Chhattisgarh 2, Madhya Pradesh 2. That's all from this game. We'll quickly confirm the final scoreline and the stats that dictated the game.
नुकत्याच खेळण्यात आलेल्या मध्य प्रदेश विरुद्ध छत्तीसगड या सामन्यातील सर्वोत्तम
And
खेळाडू
there's the confirmation of the full
मध्य
time.
प्रदेश संघाचा गोलकीपर
Ishan Shahi finding the net twice for Madhya Pradesh, wherein it was Vijit Singh Markham finding the net twice
मध्य
in
प्रदेश और
favor of
छत्तीसगढ़ के
Chhattisgarh.
बीच उसी मैच का सर्वोत्तम खिलाड़ी का खिताब मध्य प्रदेश टीम का खिलाड़ी गोलकीपर शिवांग
And here are the
हरमदे
stats. Madhya Pradesh, 48% ball possession, 52% ball possession from Chhattisgarh, 11 shots on target from Madhya Pradesh, 18, or rather 11 shots from Madhya Pradesh, 18 from Chhattisgarh, 4 on target from Madhya Pradesh, 11 from Chhattisgarh, 5 corners from Madhya Pradesh, 7 corners from Chhattisgarh, 6 fouls from Madhya Pradesh, 5 fouls from Chhattisgarh, 2 yellow cards for Madhya Pradesh, 1 yellow card for Chhattisgarh, and no red cards have been shown at the moment.
मध्य प्रदेश गोलकीपर शिवांग हरमदे
And these stats were powered to you by the official broadcasting partner of Hero 76th NFC Santosh Trophy, SportsKPI. And here's the Man of the Match award
चे पदाधिकारी
for this game.
श्री प्रदीप चाळके व दीपक घोडके
Undoubtedly, it's a goalkeeper of Madhya Pradesh, Shivang Hormade, who has been handed over the Man of the Match. He's made some crucial saves. Well, definitely, he's conceded that second goal that could have changed the complexion of the fixture, but nonetheless, he
नुकताच
stood
समाधान
tall
त्या सामन्याचे
and he stuck to his resolve,
राजेश
his
विश्लेषक
unwavering resolve,
रेफरी
eventually
सूर्यकांत मंडल असिस्टंट रेफरी टू
keeping his opposition
संतोष
at bay.
देसाई आणि फोर्थ ऑफिशियल जस्टिन विधील या चारही पंचांचा गौरव या ठिकाणी करण्यात येत आहे.
And here's also the felicitation of the officials,
केएसएचे कार्यकारिणी सदस्य
the
दीपक
esteemed
घोडके
men who makes contests like these
यांच्या हस्ते हे गौरव
worth
करण्यात
it,
येत आहे.
who controls the tempo, who controls the mood of the game with their strong iron fist, and they reign supreme over the players. They ensure the discipline is maintained, and at the same time, the game carries on
दुपारी ठीक
at
2:30
its
वाजता
own sweet pace.
कोल्हापूर पोलीस संघाचा बँड आपलं प्रात्यक्षिक
It's
या
the
ठिकाणी
final day of the
दाखवणार आहे.
Maharashtra leg,
दुपारी 2:30 ते 3:30 या वेळेमध्ये कोल्हापूर पोलीस बँड
and we really have some interesting fixtures coming up as well.
प्रेक्षकांनी याचा लाभ घ्यायचा आहे.
ಗೋಲ್ ಯಾರಾಯ್ತು ಯಾರು ಅಡಿಸಿದೆ ಛತ್ತೀಸ್ಗಢ ಆಯ್ತು ಆದಿ ಗೋಲ ಛತ್ತೀಸ್ಗಢ ಅವ್ರ ಎಂ ಪಿ ಛತ್ತೀಸ್ಗಢ ಗೋಲ್ ಈಕ್ವಲೈಸ್
We have another interesting encounter coming up, and it's between Maharashtra and West Bengal at 3:30 p.m. at the Chhatrapati Shah Stadium in Kolhapur. Do not forget to join us for that encounter as well. Thank you everybody for joining in. This is Rohit signing off from the second game on the day. We'll be back shortly. Do not forget to tune in. That's all from here.